And I'm live. I'll wait for more of y'all to get in here. Motherfuck some food up for a second. My bad. It's probably the worst time to go live. It's like what? It's Saturday night at what 10 o'clock on the East Coast. Y'all probably out clubbing or something. Hold on, there's 10 of y'all in here. That's fast. What's up, Isaac? What's up? What's up? Wow, y'all ain't hitting the like button, man. Y'all should do that immediately. What's up, Cheap R1? I ain't seen you in a minute. Marquez. Fuck Garrett. I mean, yeah, if Garrett loses this game, hold on. Wait. Yeah, if Garrett loses this game, then yeah, fuck him. I'm with you. In the studio with your squad. I feel you. What up, though? Cowboys gonna be all right, man. I mean, they better be. I mean, I think honestly, I think Kellen Moore is what we thought he was. I think he's still I think he's an offensive genius in the making. If they give him, the room to grow, he should be everything that we thought he was. So they need to give him the room to grow. And I don't mean give him the room by like firing Garrett necessarily. I see Metrius Adams said that like Garrett got to go. Um, if Garrett loses to the Eagles, 100% Garrett should be the fuck out of here. He can and should be gone after the bye week if we lose 4 straight. I don't care. Like this is not a. It's unfortunate because, like I said, in a couple of the games that he lost or that we lost were not his fault at all. I'm not even gonna lie to you. When I say not his fault at all, you can't make a referee call a offensive pass interference on what's his name? What the fuck is his name? Wilson. Wilson. I was about to say Will Cox. But yeah, he called that. That was a nutty ass call. You can't make Brett Mahar miss field goals. I mean, that's 7 points right there. That's a 7 point swing, you know. So those things happen. He damn sure didn't call the option route that Kellen Moore called on that 4th and 2 either. But he did decide to go for it on 4th. But that was more so Jerry's problem than it was his, due to the fact that Jerry criticized him a little while ago, maybe a year ago, about not going for it, and now Garrett goes for it every chance he gets. But at the end of the day, you know, both those guys, I think this season, both Garrett and Kellen Moore, they're playing for it all. Kellen Moore's playing for his offensive future, like as an offensive coordinator. If he has a uber unsuccessful stint as his first time out, who else wants to hire him as their OC if that's the way it goes? And you get your head coach fired, someone's gonna say, "Hey," I mean, unless Jerry just says, "Fuck it, this is my guy, I'm riding with him." But him being welcome into another regime, I doubt it because we cultivated him. So at the end of the day, they both are playing for their jobs, are coaching for their jobs right now, and they should be because the level of play, that's been displayed thus far, piss poor and bullshit, man. 100%. You can say what you want, but this is not a team that should be on a 4 game losing streak. I still say that they shouldn't be on a 4 game losing streak. Point blank. Period. We have too much talent, too much veracity on this team for us to be playing this way. It makes me ask, like, where the fuck are our leaders? Like, where they at? I just don't get it. Like, where are our leaders? I don't see any oomph in this team. Everybody looks like they just came from a funeral or their grandma's house or something. Like they got to get it together. You hear about Urban Meyer saying he'd come out out of retirement to be the head coach. Um, didn't hear it. Didn't hear it, but cool. Let's do it. Appreciate it, Dalai Lama. Big fan. You and Banksy. Yeah, how'd you know? That is very good. You are the Dalai Lama for real. I appreciate the donation too. Not many people know that's a Banksy piece or a Banksy inspired piece for my logo. Not too many people know that. You must have watched Exit through the gift shop or something, but not too many people on point with that. You know what I mean? They don't have number 88. That's damn sure true. Damn sure true, man. It's real hard to swallow a couple of these losses, and especially the last one. Like I felt dejected, and I just started a business, and I'm running around. I got so much shit to say, but I'm working like 10, 12 hour shifts to try to keep my business going. So it's hard to get out here and talk to y'all. But man, I got so much shit to say, man. Seriously, about this loss, and it's really I'm at a point now where I feel like if we don't get it together, if we don't start playing to our level, they're gonna blow this team up, man. They're gonna blow it up from the top down. They're gonna blow it up, and they should, because I'm not saying nowhere near the quality of football play we saw last season. Um, and that started at the top, man. Dak is the only one that he changed for the better. But then you got, Jalen. He been pussyfooting around the hole. No pun intended whatsoever. But he been pussyfooting around the hole for this entire season, reaching for tackles. I'm not understanding what's going on with him, but he's not playing like himself. I'm glad Jordan Lewis is getting his shot because he deserves a shot. I don't know if it's feelings. It's a lot of feminine, and this is not an offense to females. I'm talking about feminine energy, too creative. Uh, but it's a lot of feminine bullshit going on when it comes to Jordan Lewis and Anthony Brown, because you can't tell me logically, right brain thinking, or left brain thinking. I'm sorry, you can't tell me logically that the logical thing to do is keep Anthony Brown in over Jordan Lewis. It's not like he's playing well. So why is it that Jordan Lewis is a mainstay behind Anthony Brown, as if Anthony Brown is just that good that we don't have a reason to put this dude in the fucking game? Like, it don't make sense to me. So for me, there has to be some personal bullshit going on that's causing us to keep Jordan Lewis on sideline. He comes in, he plays his heart out every time. He comes in and he plays lights out. Does he get beat sometimes? Yeah, but he makes plays too. Whereas Anthony Brown just gets beat or makes PIs. That's really what he does. He will hit you. Like, he makes the occasional good tackle that makes me say, "Damn!" Maybe that's why he's in there. But outside of that, like, he's just a regular dude that can run fast. Yeah, he's always behind the ball, and like too far, too far. Make sure y'all hitting that like button. It's 43 of y'all in. Make sure y'all hit it. But yeah, you can say what you want. I just don't feel like we are, a four game losing streak type team. Anthony Brown got to go though. Garrett, I'm not feeling Garrett's motivational skills. I saw people, saw what was it, Joe Thomas and I think Collins when he was walking off the field. They didn't even want to touch main man hand. They played the shit out of Garrett. That was fucked up. But that shows you the tone that they got going on out there in that locker room. They're not really feeling Garrett right now, man, because nobody is. Like, I don't know what calls he's making, but they feel like he's putting them in position to lose. But people aren't looking at it with a clear eye view, man. They're not looking at it with a clear eye view, just for the fact that I do think that we should be winning games, but I still get Jason Garrett's aptitude and all, think that we should have more. We shouldn't have four losses. Put it that way. Uh, um, Honestly, all four of those games, all four. I mean three. Sorry, I'm saying four. Look at me, fucked up. Don't let me jinx y'all, man. I said four games. We ain't losing to the fucking Eagles. Shut up. But anyway, all three of those losses should be wins. I really do believe that. But coulda, woulda, and shoulda don't mean shit in the league. So, we are what our records say we are, regardless of how close these games are. What that does make us, though, is a wounded animal or a dangerous team to play, because you see those three losses and you say, hey, you can beat these guys, right? But at the same time, these guys are outstatting, statistically outdoing the opposition every week. So if that's the case, if we're consistently playing better than the opposition and still losing, that just shows you that, it's a game of inches. But at the same time, we're not a team you can sleep on. We're not a team you can sleep on. We're barely losing games. I feel like we're the Chargers a couple years ago. I think they were losing early, by 3 points or less, or 7 points or less for most of the season. And it was just like they just needed just a little tweak here and there to get going. And I think that's where we're at right now. We're one play per game. Seriously. One play every game away from winning those games. Every game. So am I mad that we lost three straight? Am I pissed off that we lost to the Jets? Do I think that we need to up our game? Yep, to all those. That's affirmative. But I don't think it's over due to the fact that we are in every game that we play. Every game. He said he cut 88. Isaiah Malik, what's good with you, man? Yeah, he cut 88. That was fucking stupid. We need 88 right now. I guarantee you they missing him now. You know, because Garrett's guys, they just don't got the attitude to wake nobody the fuck up. Like, where's Witten at? Where is Tyrone Crawford? Although I think Crawford was showing, excuse me, he was showing leadership by attempting to play with his fucked up hip. So I do give him credit for that. But where are the leaders on this team? Sean Lee, you still on this team, not because of your level of play, because obviously he can't play to the level that he is accustomed to, which is why he's not starting over LVE, who's also not playing to whatever level they think he can play to. So if Sean Lee's not on this team because of his ability to play the will linebacker position, that means he's on this team because he's showing guys how to prepare, and he should be a vocal leader. All those dudes with the C on their chest or the C on their helmet, they need to step the fuck up, and I need to see them waking guys up on the sideline. If I listen to Mic'd Up, which I don't do usually because I don't watch a lot of TV nor YouTube, but if I listen to Mic'd Up right now, I guarantee you I don't hear Jason Witten saying shit. All I see on the sidelines is, Dak off on his own doing his thing, either talking to Kellen or sitting there thinking about his next drive or his last drive. And I see a bunch of players just sitting around. They having like casual conversations on the sideline. No, ain't nobody in nobody's face. I wouldn't even mind seeing a fucking fight. Have a melee. You know what I mean? Have some guys getting separated on the sideline. Show me that you give a fuck that we're losing. Do that. That's what I want to see, man. Like, that's not what I'm saying. So for me, we got the Eagles, and I'm with J Rock on this one, man. Win, 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 win. Fuck everything else. That's the way it gotta go, man. I'm about to make a video to that. Matter of fact, I'm a fucking put my foot in it too. It's gonna come out tomorrow morning. Watch. I'm gonna do a highlight video tonight because I don't feel like going to sleep. But we gotta win, man. We gotta shut the Eagles down, which we can. They secondary is trash, and Dak is still throwing the ball pretty well or well enough to win. So uh, I think we can roast the Eagles after breaking them down. I think they got a lot of they leave a lot of opportunities for a team like us because they're going to have to load up to stop the run. I don't see them attempting to stop the run with those two high safety looks that we've been having trouble against. I don't see them trying that. And if they do, I think the game plan should be like, let's not get too pretty. We run pretty well out of the shotgun. We haven't been running well out of a single back lately. So instead of running that single back formation and just, taking those yards per carry stats down, keep it in that spread look and run out of it. And then also keep two backs on. I want to see split backs, man. Keep those two backs on the field in that shotgun look, man. That's what I want to see. I think if you have Pollard as a check down threat and Zeke as a running threat or vice versa, they both can equally pass and catch effectively. So instead of doing it like one series here, one series there, make defenses decide, like, pick your poison. You either going to guard our receivers, deep and intermediate, or you're going to get eaten up underneath by our running backs, point blank, period. That's what I want to see, man. You run, throw on first down. You know what I'm saying? Like, try to trick these teams and be a little bit more creative. I remember Parcells used to do that. Parcells would switch up. He would do things at inopportune times, like run a screen pass on plays where you would assume that he's running the ball on like 3rd and 20. He was running fucking draw plays with the fullback and getting it. You know what I mean? Shit like that. If he crossed the 50, it was a trick play. If he was like within the opposition at the midfield line or right at the 50 to the 35-yard line, he would run a trick play right there. He would say that. That's when he would do it. So, not in a goal line. Like, don't run spread options to the short side of the field with your quarterback at the goal line when you have Zeke Elliott. If you know you're going forward on 4th down, then go crazy on 3rd down. Run the ball to the inside, not to the edge where Tyron Smith and Collins aren't. Run it up the gut. You still got Zach Martin. You still got Fredericks. Make them earn their fucking money. Connor Williams, fuck you. Excuse my French. Fuck you, Connor Williams, right now. I mean, if you wind up doing what Dak did next year, then I will take it all back. But right now, fuck you, Connor Williams, because you're playing like shit. Yep, I'm singling you out. Fuck you. Anyway, on the other things, man. I was talking about Anthony Brown, wasn't I? He's like an example of what you do when you get an opportunity, like to talk to that girl that you've been trying to talk to for like all of high school. You're like, I'm about to ask her out to the prom, and then you get drunk and stupid enough to ask her on the prom, and she'd be like, yeah, yeah, let's go. And you didn't expect her to say, yeah, you don't know what you expected, right? But you get the opportunity. And then when you get that opportunity, you fail, you fall, you come with a suit that doesn't look quite right. You got high waters on. She still want to give it to you anyway. So you get her back home and you so anxious, nothing works. That's Anthony Brown in a nutshell. He got an opportunity. He was going to be a starting corner. He could have shut it down last year and sealed the deal. He could have done it. 2 years ago, he could have did it. And the reason he's on the team is because he has that type of potential in him. You can see it. You're like, oh damn, sometimes he makes a hell of a play, sometimes he makes a hell of a hit. When you see him, he's always right there. It's like his name is almost. Anybody who ever seen Apocalypto? He's like almost. You know what I'm saying? He almost got it every time, right? So a dude like him, not even really on some funny shit. Seriously, man. I don't understand it. He's like always right there, but just can't pull it together. And I don't fuck with that. So yeah, get him out of here. He's an example of what it means when you don't take advantage of the opportunity to present it to you. We got Doug Peterson, who is like the calmest soccer mom I've ever seen. Like, he's a soccer mom in a man coach's body. But he just I don't see him as a head coach. He just seemed like the type of dude want to bake me some cookies or some shit. But shout out to soccer moms everywhere. They are a very necessary part of society. And in my opinion, they don't get enough credit. So shout out to all the soccer moms out there. Shout out to Doug Peterson. You know, shout out to all those Philadelphia fans who feel like that was like some statement, some Broad Street bully ass statement. To me, that shows weakness. That's a sign that you really don't want nothing. Because why the fuck would a coach come out and try to rally his guys up that way? He was looking at what's on the practice field and he was like, this ain't gonna get it. Sidney Jones still getting burnt. And when Sidney Jones getting burnt by Alshon Jeffrey in practice, you're gonna get fucked over because Alshon Jeffrey runs slower than my grandma. Oh damn, sorry, grandma. My grandma's not even alive, so that's pretty fucking slow. But at the end of the day, no disrespect, grandma. 'Cause I think that in your head that you might have been faster than Alshon Jeffrey. Anyway, uh, for him to come out with and make that statement lets me know that they are very concerned about this game. It's a desperate move, not a bold play ball. So now what you're doing is you're putting a bounty out on your guys because the Cowboys needed something to wake them up. And I was saying, where the fuck are our vocal leaders? We don't have any. Now we got a vocal leader on another team that's giving us the motivation we need if needed. I mean, he said Cheeto been exposed. Damn, I feel like it's a sex tape. Cheeto, man, that is true. Cheeto is not playing with confidence, but one thing I'll say, I think sometimes we need to just let these guys man up and put Jordan out there. I think we play better at man than we do in this cover three look. Just use a cover one scheme, still keep that single high safety up there, but I think we should play a lot more press man and have us have it where one of those guys is gonna have to play off wherever the safety's not cheating. So if the safety's cheating, I think he should cheat over the Cheeto side and let Byron man on his own, let Jordan man up on his own up team and help Cheeto out. That's what they do over there because Cheeto keeps getting beat on those double moves. He bites too hard because he's a safety. I mean, that's probably what he is too. He's a corner that plays with his eyes. And so does Jordan a little bit. Jordan takes a lot of risks, so you'll see him get beat sometimes. But I don't mind you getting while going for the ball. If you're getting beat, but you just beat, like Anthony Brown will be beat off the line, and you just see him chasing, but he'll make it. But then he jumps into the man. Like he'll jump and belly does it over and over again. So I know it's not an acting, it's practiced. He keeps doing it. Yo, Big Cam, appreciate the $2, man. And I mean, you see the twos, you see those two. Oh, shout out to um Fanatics. You guys can look at it in the description if you guys are interested in starter gear or any Cowboys gear. That's where I buy my shit at, man. So, if you guys want it, you got it. It's in the description. Remember to go out to MYBookie.ag too if you guys are betting on the Cowboys. If you want to bet on Jason Garrett or whether or not he survives the season, you can do that too. You want to bet on whether or not we win this Eagles game. Bet whatever you want to bet. I'm out there with it. I'm sorry for those of you who keep looking forward to the picks. It's not like I'm trying to be, non-committal or not a man of my word. It's very difficult, and I'm not making excuses. I just started a shout out to me. I just started a business, so I'm a lot more busy than I've ever been because I'm trying to maintain this podcast. I'm trying to maintain my business and keep this YouTube channel going. So respect it. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, that's why you guys haven't seen the gambling picks. But back to it, man. At the end of the day, appreciate the $2. Like I said, he said Byron sucks balls. I don't know about the man's sex life, but I know he can't. He can't get an interception to save his life. I just don't see him. He's not. He's not. He's not there where the game is slowed down enough for him to. As a matter of fact, let me not even say that because the game is slow enough for him because he is playing well. I don't want to make it seem like he's playing like shit. Byron's problem is Byron is more of an athlete than he is a football player. That's just true. I've known that since he came into the league. Like he's not an instinct, and that was on his scout report too. He's not an instinctive guy. He's a player that has the athletic ability to do things that other people, period, in the world can't do. He's explosive. He's physically strong for a little guy. He's not a big guy, but he's strong as shit. So the reason he plays well is because if you tell him, hey, this is your third of the field. He's smart enough to play cover three, but he's not looking to. He's like an ABC fighter, he's not creative. He's not Picasso. He's paint by numbers. You tell him to do something, he can do it. He's gonna do it very well, but he's not gonna come back and add any ripples to it or make it his own. That's not what he's gonna do. You tell him to play man, he's gonna play man. He's gonna follow his man all over the field and make sure he's covered. That's what he's gonna do. He's not going to leave his guy open a little bit and say, this guy's too slow, to fuck with me. So I'm going to let him think he's open. Outshine Jeffrey, wink, wink, wink. Let him think he's going to get this 9 route all day. I'm going to show him something because on film he does this when I do that, right? And I'll show him something so that they think that I'm in that type of look. So I can jump me a couple of balls, pause. But I don't think he does that. He doesn't do that. Somebody said he shouldn't be re-signed. I wouldn't say that. Anybody who can play safety and then turn around and play corner at the level he's playing should be re-signed. I think that's point blank period. Big Cam. Yeah, our DBs don't look back, Big Cam. You are exactly right, man. It has to be coaching because there's no way all of them are like that. And it's funny that the one player who is in the doghouse with the coaches, Jordan Lewis, is the one who does. He's the one that doesn't listen, but he's the one that gets interceptions. Um, Heath, Heath is like kind of like Paul at a standstill. And for all the credit that we all give Chris Richard, I give him credit. Chris Richard has those guys playing safe, not aggressive. And when I say safe, not aggressive, they will hit you. They're looking to hit, but even the hit is the safe play. If you have the ball in the air and you have a decision to make, look at how many times we've done that. Our guys go for the hit and not the ball every time to the point where he's been hit in the face with a ball twice. I think Woods has been hit in the face with a ball. You had Cheeto who just jumped the pass last week, got hit in the face with a ball. All these guys, they are right there, but they don't go for they go for the breakup, like the where they position their hands. Even Anthony Brown, all of them do it. Byron got a breakup last week where the ball was in securely in his guy's hands and he knocked it out. Right, that's what they go. They fight your hands and they go to hit you because that's what Richard teaches. Teaching how to jump routes and how to be slick with it in a ball hawk. That's not what he teaches because that ain't what we see. It's no. If it was one player like Anthony Brown can be a good player, don't get me twisted. If it was just him, then I would say it's just him. Get him out of here. But all of them play like that. All of them. None of them get interceptions. Balls get popped in the air every day, B. Every game, a ball get popped up in the air, and nobody's looking for it because everybody's looking at a person, looking to hit somebody or stick somebody. That's it. Nobody's looking at the quarterback. None of them. So that's what the problem is. That's what the problem is there anyway with the secondary. And that's my one knock on Chris Richard. I think he plays he coaches too within a scheme rather. There's not enough creativity there. There's a lot of left brain thinking. Him and Rob Marinelli are very logical coaches. Let's do this because statistics show that when we do this, this happens. Let's pass rush on third downs. Let's blitz sometimes from the edge. Like you always know what's coming. Nothing is tricky on this defense, and it works because you got talented players. Just like we were talking about Tony Romo under Linehan, where we had so much talent that we made Linehan look good for so long. We propped his ass up. Right now, we have so much talent on defense that I think we're propping up these coaches because they have good linebackers across the board. Rob Marinelli is actually a savant when it comes to training up defensive linemen. So we have great pass rushers, but we don't help these guys out schematically. What I mean by that is just because you have good pass rushers up front and your scheme dictates that the front four bring pressure so that the back seven are effective, that doesn't mean do it game in, game out. Sometimes you gotta put your nuts on the table, man. You gotta do it. Sometimes you gotta do it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Sometimes you gotta get aggressive. And if you ain't ready to do that, then get the fuck out the way. So that's a real thing, man. Point period. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Y'all seem kind of dead here. What's going on, man? Is it me? I ain't me, is it? I feel good. I'm drinking. I'm eating. I'm good. Yeah, he said the same thing, greedy vegan. Oh, he said, right, you were agreeing with me. I thought you said it before me. I was going to give you credit. Yeah, they're thinking too much. Yeah, but I want to see, D-Law. Come on, where you at? D-Law got to get his game. You got Jalen. Jalen is playing. Like, man, listen, y'all know I gave Jalen hell his rookie season because, I felt like he was playing tentative, didn't want to get re-injured, right? But I did give him the credit saying, hey, he improved the second half. I did an update on that video. Last year, I said, hey, man, he playing lights out. We came up with the term Van Jalen. We was just all over him. In the offseason, gave him his credit. I was like, yo, get this dude his money. And then like that same week, the motherfucker got his money. Crazy. He should hire me as his agent. But so I don't dislike him. This is not coming from a place of hate. But Jalen is playing like a pussy. Point blank, period. He is not playing like I don't even think he injured. He's playing like a pussy, meaning he got that money. It's something in his contract he don't like. I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, it's bothering him because he ain't playing like he got nothing to lose. He playing like he got everything to lose. So I think if he is like that Jerry Maguire contract. You get hurt, you get nothing, something like that. I don't fucking know, but yeah, it ain't right. Or he just walked past Marion Barber and say like, "Damn, this is what happens when people pour their heart out for the Cowboys." Cowboys got a pretty bad track record so far when it comes to post Cowboy players. Like after it's over, they ain't looking too good, man. Unless they stick around the team or unless their name is Tony Romo and Jason Witten. That's about it. Everybody else is like, what the fuck happened to you, bro? I just saw a mugshot of Marion Barber and I couldn't recognize him. Man, it's fucked up. Really fucked up. But anyway, back to leadership, man. Sean Lee not leading. Jason Witten doing nothing. Like I said, at the end of the day, Byron Jones is kind of a nice guy. He's more like a ROTC guy rather than the let me get in your face dude. He's the I could do the most pull-ups. I can do the most rope climbs. Look at how fast Jalen gets over the wall. It's not, you know, not Jalen. I mean Byron. It's not. Hey, listen to this dude because he's been in the shit. So, like I said, leaders lead, lose lose. If you sit quiet and you know that your team needs a pick me up, or you know that a player next to you needs to be held accountable for some shit that he's not doing, hold the motherfucker accountable, man. Or I gotta do it. Y'all need to just play my fucking videos in your ear on the sidelines and just listen to my voice because you motherfuckers need to get it together. Point blank period. I'm just tired of being salty. I got a salty sound on me right now. I just feel salty. Every week I say some crazy shit and it's like I just scratch my head, literally because it's like, what the fuck? I do want to see Donovan Wilson, Isaac. I agree with you, man. Paul Mills, what up, man? Appreciate you. You said, how much more dangerous would we be if the defense was coached to ball hawk? I think they think that we're coached to ball hawk. Yeah, I think they think that. I think Chris Richard is one of those guys that just, I mean, I ain't hating on him. But listen to me seriously, because his body of work, I didn't have enough of it. last season to say what's what. It was a whole season. We didn't turn the ball over, but I said it's the first year he's installed this defense, so they got to get used to it so that they could play faster. But they did. It did show that schematically it stops teams from scoring on us like crazy, which is still doing. We're not getting blown out, so the defense is still good. Like the scheme is good. It's holding us there because the players rallied the ball. What we do well on defense, better than any other team, you'll see 11 men chasing the ball. We rally to the ball like no other team. We hit. We will fuck you up. So we'll hit you. It's not physical like the Ravens are physical though, where it's like just nasty. We want to play a nasty game. It's not like that. We're not nasty. We are pretty. We will hit you, but it's more like Roy Jones and not like it's not a Mike Tyson, Joe Frazier type thing. We're not gritty and nasty and dirty with it. We just we'll hit you if we can catch you. Like like Woods, like Xavier Woods. He'll hit you. He'll knock you out. Heath will knock you out. But if you see him coming, then you ain't too worried about him. You know what I'm saying? So, those are things we do well. We rally to the ball. We hit. We are aggressive. We're aggressive when it comes to defending or deflecting passes. But nobody gets interceptions, and that's what happened last year, and we're playing the same exact way this year. So it's no way that you can say that it's the players. You can't say it now because they're playing that way, all of them. So you can go get whoever the fuck you want, unless you get a player that you just say, "Hey man, you do what you want," like a Jalen Ramsey, which is he's now on the Rams, which I think was a dumb move by the Cowboys. Why would you let the Rams get him when they already had Peters? Peters, you should have took him. I think we should have took him. I would have given up I wouldn't have given up what they gave up. I don't. I think they gave up too much. So shout out to Jag. The Jags got a great fucking deal for him. But at the same time, I would have at least gone at him with a first round pick. I would have. Excuse me. Excuse me. My allergies acting up. But yeah. Anyway, we playing the same exact way, man. He said, "Who's an available DT that's good at run stopping? Cleveland, that's what you said. Um, Anthony Woods, Antoine Woods, Malik Collins. That's it. We got some on the team. They just got to do it. I think all the stunts are getting them though. They're not getting blown over. It's not out physical. That's not why the middle of the field's open. It's not that. They're getting out schemed. So teams are waiting for us to jump out of those gaps, and then they're blocking us off. I think. Shout out to what's up, Andrew? What's up, Andrew? Shout out to you. They say Steven, they said Geno Atkins, and they said Steven Jackson said Geno Atkins. And Andrew says Dayton Jones. Dayton, my man. I just was hitting him up the other day. Shout out to Dayton Jones if you're listening. But yeah, I would love to pick him up. I don't know why they picked the dude up. But I would love to pick Dayton back up. I think he's gonna hold up. Tristan is looking like, Tristan, which is like a guy Tristan. I mean, Tristan, you named your son Tristan, and he plays like a Tristan. Like a pretty boy. That's how he plays. He moves fast. He's too big to be so fucking cute. Like, stop being cute. Fucking put your face in there and use that lower body strength that you supposedly have. I don't see it. I barely know one out there. I was like, who's number 97? I thought he was 79. Like, barely know when he out there. He's not my guy. Y'all saying we need a true nose tackle. Y'all said that, then we got Antoine Woods. Y'all appointed the man. And now y'all like, man, fuck Antoine Woods, get him out of here. Nah. Nah. Anyway, let's get back to it. Man, y'all know. All right, let me pay some bills real quick too, man. Y'all know it's almost about. So, be sure you guys are using our online betting partner, betonline.ag. You can sign up today for our exclusive bonus when you enter CLNS Media or CLNS 50, should I say. Remember, CLNS 50 gets you the bonus. Be sure to remember that you have to make a minimum deposit of $55, and that's betonline.ag, your official sports betting site. You can bet on the Cowboys game, whether or not we win against the Eagles, or you can bet on whether or not we fire Jason Garrett. You can bet on whether or not we make a Super Bowl. I don't give a fuck what bet on. Just bet on something. All right. All right. That's done. I don't like commercials, but I do like betonline.ag. Gotta keep the lights on so I can keep these shows coming. All right. Appreciate y'all. Anyway, what questions y'all got out there for me? I kind of went over what I wanted to talk about. I think we went in this game. Like I said, I'm working on a hype video for us. I think that is due time that we wake up and step up and start to understand, who we are. And that's not just the Cowboys. It's like a lot of people, not to give you guys lectures, but a lot of people play within confines, man, or they live within confines where they've limited themselves for whatever reason, whether it's their parents, their society, or their environment, whatever it may be. The Cowboys seem like we believed the hype and we forgot the work. You can't believe the hype and forget the work. You can believe the hype. That's good. That's cool. That's called motivation. You got up, it inspired you. That's your why, right? The hype. But you can't live off the hype. Like if I tell you, hey, potentials are things that aren't seen. So if I say this team has the potential to win a Super Bowl, that's not the Super Bowl. That's the potential. You still got to do the work in between time to get there. So you can't live off that. You can't live off potential. You only can live off what you do in the present moment to carry you to that. And we forgot that as a team, man. And it's making me very annoyed at this point with my own squad. I'm still riding. I'm still be here, but we got to get it together. Yeah, I think we need to blitz a little bit more, Andrew. And LVE is playing like I was gonna say that too. I just didn't want to discourage the young bro, but LVE is playing like Bobby Carpenter, man. Bullshit. Then a hoe, bro. He been weak than a hoe, bro. I don't get it. Is he done? Let's see what y'all saying in here. They said every team has picked up Keller's college BS. Yeah. Who's playing worse between LV and Jalen? They are playing equally ass. LV disappears like the kid who has stage fright, and Jalen pussyfoots into tackles. LVE just disappears and spurs of the game. And you could see it because last year they were more reluctant to take LVE out of games. We had Joe Thomas then too. Now you see Joe Thomas on the field for both of those guys. They get both of them out of here for Joe Thomas. And honestly, I'm dead serious. Joe Thomas is our best playing linebacker right now. Our best linebacker, I think Jalen still is the best if he wants to be. But Joe Thomas is definitely playing a solid 1A right now. He's playing, but he's quicker and more explosive than Lee, even though he reads the field like Lee does, gates through the blocks like he does. He's just as good at pass coverage and man coverage as LVE, and he can hit like Jalen. So I mean, he's explosive. I like Joe Thomas. Put him in there. I want to see him. I'm gonna keep saying it till I see him. And he's a fucking playmaker, man. The dude will get us some interceptions. He will make plays. That's what he does. Him and Jordan Lewis need to be on the field along with Donovan Wilson. That will be 3 levels or 2 levels or 3. I would say 3 because you still got the nickel and safety. Those are 2 different levels of defense, in my opinion. So that's 3 levels of the defense where we have playmakers that are ball hawks that know how to get the ball back to this offense. And then we got Robert Quinn on the front four. I think those 4 guys out there at the same time is our recipe for victory, man. So put them the fuck on the field. Jeremy X agrees with me. The reason you can't stop the run consistently is not because we have a problem stopping the run. The reason we have problems stopping the run because of score. Y'all don't get that though. I'm not trying to be smart either. You make sense, but you're not playing. You're not making sense at the same time. Bishman, 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 Bishman. No, seriously. All jokes aside, the score is close. Like if you have a what is that? Fire alarm going on. But if the score is close, then teams can run the ball. If a team is up, they're definitely going to run the ball. So you get more runs, which means more rushing yards, which means a worn down defense, and you want to catch them in those stunts sometimes. When you have a team that's built just like any other team to play with a lead, not or a close game. We keep having to play from behind because we don't wake up until second half games. So teams are running on us more. It's not they're running better on us. They're not running all over us. It's they're running all day because they have to run the clock out. That's what's happening. I don't miss Beasley. I just miss Randall Cobb. He needs to get healthy. He said I need to see better angles than what he brings. He takes angles to the ball. Paul Mills, Jalen needs to study more like Lee. He's confused. Yeah, he keep jumping in the wrong fucking hole. Like Jalen is doing something at night, man, but he keep jumping in the wrong hole. Like for real, for real, for real. What's happening? What's up, Justin? Who else we got in here? I ain't see nobody. Romo. Who? Why you say Romo name? Why you screaming? Stop yelling at people. Who beat you up. You miss Romo. Like, listen, man. To miss Romo or Cole Beasley, like, it's to say what exactly? I don't understand what the fuck you mean. Um, Dak is playing better than Romo right now, and I that's hard for me to say. I like Romo, but he playing better. I ain't never seen Romo take that type of beating and get the fuck up. I seen him take a beating in that San Fran game. Uh, but he ruptured his spleen. If he'd have got hit like that guy, he got lifted up in the air, he'd have been like my collarbone. That shit would have been over. So I like Romo, but Romo can't play with this line. No, he can't. Wrong hole, fool. Facts. We need all y'all know what we need. Won't y'all go coach a team, man? Huh? Won't y'all go do that? It's like no, but no, seriously. One thing is not going to make us win games. It's not like if we threw Pollard more screen passes, we will win games. About it's not about that. Well, really, the only thing we need to fix in order to win games is to score early. That's what we need to fix. That sets the tone. We need to come out and give our guys the confidence in knowing that we need to maintain a lead because we're a team that plays better with our back against the wall. In the second half, the reason we ball is because our back is against the wall. But also, you can create that same effect if you score early because now you're protecting the lead. So our back will be against the wall. That's we need to put our team in that position. We can pass rush more when we have a lead. You will see D Law a little bit more because a quarterback will have to hold the ball within 2 seconds and he can't run as much. D Law is his responsibility. A left end's responsibility is to really keep crushing the side gaps. Is because his responsibility is run and then pass. So stop the run on the way to the pass rusher, or I mean to the quarterback. I'm sorry. Stop the run on the way to the quarterback. Whereas Quinn is just firing off the ball and trying to get the quarterback step. Every he's firing off the ball, and then a linebacker behind him, usually LVE, is responsible for that gap integrity. Should he be wrong or should he be too wide? Adrian Lindsay, sending respect, appreciate it. You at work, can't stay safe. Yeah, man, I'm gonna try. It's Philly crazy. The defense could get it this year. I think, like I said, the defense. The only problem with the defense is we not playing with a lead. The only problem with the offense is we're not playing with a lead. If we started to score early, then we will see a lot more Zeke, see a lot of Pollard. You can see us get a little bit more creative because we have more less pressure on the play calling. When you see us score early, you'll see the defense have an ability to um, play against the offense that's a little bit more predictable. When you know offense is going to pass a lot more, it's law of averages. If I'm throwing the ball 60 times a game because I'm losing, you get more opportunities to intercept the ball and you get more opportunities to sack me. If I'm throwing the ball only 20 times because I'm winning, you're not going to get that many opportunities at all. And if you're not perfect out there, you're gonna look bad. If referees are calling pass interferences on everything, and you got corners that's belly flopping into their opponents, that's what you're gonna get. Point blank. Period. Period. But that's what I see. I mean, that's what I see in this team. Let me see what else you guys saying. This is a must win. Hell yeah. Steven, the only one giving us hope. Our Jones sells the team. I don't understand that one. I don't think we selling this team. Yeah, the Eagles' weakness is passing defense, so we should run amok on them. But unfortunately, our offensive weakness right now, due to injury, is our passing offense. Our receivers ain't worth shit right now. Amari Cooper, you don't know if he gonna rev his engine up and just blow a gasket. It's over for him. Zeke. Zeke is playing with four earrings in his nose, and he too busy cutting off shirts and shit, making sure he can show his navel ring. So this is what we got right now. That's not hate, Zeke. You just you got your money. I haven't seen the Cowboys so far. Not one of you guys on the team right now. Jalen, Liel, Zeke, y'all got your money. Once you get your money, ball. Like I haven't seen none of them ball. D Law, you got your money, ball. Like I ain't seeing it. So until I do, I mean, my hopes are low when it comes to the leadership on this team. I don't think we possess the leadership in the locker room to make anything happen right now. I think we need. I don't think they don't exist though. I think they need to be waking the fuck up. Whoever that person is, I think D Law can be a vocal leader. I think Jalen has the respect of that defense to be a vocal leader, but he got to stop being so politically correct. Stop trying to say the right thing and just say the right thing. You know what I mean? Stop trying to say the perfect thing and say what need to be said is what I mean. Let's get it. I'm fucking mad. My nose is stopped up. I'm still talking though because I need us to fucking get this win. So what I'm gonna do instead of sitting here snotting all over this fucking microphone, what I'm gonna do is get off here and I'm gonna start working on that highlight tape, hype tape for our team. But at the end of the day, I'll be joining y'all tomorrow, and we will be watching these games together at 8:20, and we're gonna win this game, point blank period, because we got to. And if we don't win this game, then I'm gonna talk about how we need to fire Garrett. That's what we're going. That's the discussion. I'm just letting you know. I'm going right in on him as soon as we lose. So hope for him, we win. Hope for us, we win. Bet on it. I don't know what the spread is right now. I'm about to look at it though. But if y'all want picks, for those of you who still are looking forward to me doing the pick show, feel free to follow me on Twitter and just DM me or Instagram at AKOYE Media. So make sure you guys follow me. Anybody out there that doesn't, make sure you follow me. Also, remember, you can get your sports gear at Fanatics in the description. You also have betting sites, MYBookie.ag in the description as well if you want to bet there. But support the channel, man. Make sure you guys will help me grow it. Share these videos, and go Cowboys. That's all I can say, man. Let's get that fucking swag back. Bobby Boucher, knock somebody the fuck out, man. Please, peace. And about.